Hey y'all, we are back with another Dense update. This update is sponsored by Biomax Peptides. Here we go. Many of your current pro card holders, the ones that were handpicked by Will Morad, have been withdrawing from the World Fitness Finals in Copenhagen. All of these athletes withdrawing, of course, for various reasons. Bethany Flores started out the season, but then found out she was pregnant, so she withdrew from the rest of the season. Emma McQuaid was out early on due to injury. Alex Gazan after her accident. Haley Adams never even showed up for the first tour stop. Paige Semenza has withdrawn. Emma Tall, we're not so sure about due to the shoulder injury. Victor Hoffer was injured at the second tour stop, so he is out. Sam Quant was injured at Rogue Invitational. Then you have Jason Hopper, your CrossFit Games champion. He has withdrawn. No reasons given. Austin Hatfield, no reasons given. Jay Crouch, no reason given.
They pulled up this list. They made an excuse for why everybody's out without trying to understand why everybody's out. Like the justification around the World Fitness Project is what's about to make me hate it.
Now, I have heard from a reliable source that Adidas has agreed to give them $3 million for the year and that Red Bull has agreed to $1 million. Now, if you guys remember, Roger Nilsson, Roger Gilross, Roger said that each event cost them somewhere around $2 million.
And then we do it free of charge. Okay. And then the best athletes in the world come. Okay. So you have $2 million in budget for each competition and no risk on the budget.
So that would likely cover about 2 tour stops for next year. I'm also hearing that Laura Horvath was a big facilitator in that sponsorship between those two companies and the World Fitness Project, seeing as she was one of the first major athletes in the space to sign with Adidas and Red Bull. I'm also hearing that Laura is definitely not returning to the CrossFit Games season.
Oh, bummer.
The World Fitness Project put out a new video of the Wells sisters, and Brooke does state that the World Fitness Finals is going to be her last competitive event, that she will be officially retiring from competition after that.
It's like, instead of like abruptly being like completely done, it's like I kind of get to ease out, enjoy these last couple competitions. Everyone knows it's my last one. So yeah, I'm just kind of finishing out the 2025 year. By 2026, I'll be retired and just doing things for fun again.
I also saw over the weekend that Brooke Wells posted this to her story.
I just went to renew my passport. Oh my gosh, there's like so many moving parts to this. And I just spent an hour in FedEx. And like, you have to like pay money to get on the computer and you like guess time you're gonna need. I had to get on the computer 4 separate times because it just kept taking way longer than I thought. I need a nap.
It's wild to me that somebody writes a book titled Resilient, but then gets on her social media platform to complain about a passport process that she now has to mail in and go to a center to get a photo done, when it's likely she just procrastinated until the last minute. She could have done it online. It's really simple. I've actually done it online. I stood in front of a white wall in my house and took a photo and sent it in. Got my passport in 1 week. Something is so exhausting that you have to take a nap. You run a company, don't you? The irony here is unreal. Now, Lucy Campbell was on with the Sevan the other day, and there's all this buzz with Tia being out possibly because she's pregnant, and they talked a little bit about this.
Yeah, how about that? Tia's pregnant.
You know what? I think it's such an interesting thing though, but like,
unless she's not, she's just playing head games with Lucy.
I think there's a lot of people that are like, oh, the women must be buzzing that Tia's out. First of all, she's not confirmed that she's out. Right. And so until stuff like that happens, I'm not going to get carried away with anything. Secondly, do you want to win the games if you're not beating Tia?
No.
Because look at what everyone
want to, but you would rather, you really want to compete against her.
I would rather win against Tia than just win the games.
If you want to be the best, you got to beat the best. Others who've just been waiting around for years for her to leave just so they can climb their way up the podium. Now, in order to get to the CrossFit Games this next year, the Mayhem Classic is one of the semifinal events. However, they are one of the only events that is invite only. They will be inviting 20 male athletes and 20 female athletes. They also posted that they are using the Rogue ranking system. And some people had thoughts about that.
The Mayhem Classic is using the Rogue score thing to give people invites to their competition. Did you see that?
No.
I don't like that. And the reason I don't like it is because like Noah Olsen still has like Rogue points. I shared it.
How do they give points for different competitions? Mayhem Classic, you've been asking. We're ready to share. Oh, they're going to tell us what Malioza does and what Khalipa's doing?
So I said, not the Rogue point system. Bad take. And I said, I can't wait for Fikowski to get a bid because he still has more points than a lot of the other people on the Rogue point system, and he hasn't competed in a year.
They will also have a wild card invite. And then Rory McKernan was on with Chase Ingrams on the CrossFit Games podcast talking about Mayhem Classic, talking about the Mayhem Service Cup that just happened a few weekends ago. And he calls out Dallin Pepper.
I'd like now, since I have the microphone, to call out Dallin Pepper, who had to drop from the event last year.
Ooh.
I heard him saying he was going to other events, but he promised me, Dallin, you promised that you were going to come. So hoping the Dallin shows up, hoping Jason comes.
So it will be interesting to see which event Dallin Pepper decides to go to. I know previously the Boys Interrupted had talked about everybody going to Del Mar, which is on the West Coast, but I would think Jason Hopper would go to Syndicate. Dallin being in Utah, it might make more sense for him to go to one on the West Coast. So we shall see. And then I did see that Brute Strength owner and coach Matt Torres will be on this week with Coffee Pods and Wads. They have big news coming. Not really sure what that is, but if you want to check that out this week, be sure to head over to Coffee Pods and Wads YouTube channel and turn the notification on for that upcoming show. On this weekend's Kill Taylor, prize money was at $2,500. The workout was...
You're going to be thinking that you're doing well, and that you actually stand a chance against the fittest men on the internet. But then you're going to hear this noise.
Allahu Akbar! This week's Kill Taylor workout is brought to you by Engineered Nutrition. With over 1,580 milligrams of electrolytes per packet, you need to put this shit in your goddamn body.
Of course, when you see the first round of this workout, you're thinking there's nobody that's going to be able to beat Taylor at this. He's just so efficient on the jump rope.
Go. Wow. Holy cow. We're protecting the money this week.
This is like some Rocky shit.
Yeah, those are clean. Man, he is good.
Beautiful RX Market rope.
And of course, nobody is able to beat him. Bryson did actually do the workout after him. But some big news coming out of that show, Gabe with Paper Street Coffee called in, and he announced that prize money for next week is going to be $5,000.
Caller, go ahead.
Should we make it just like an even 5 next week?
Oh, $5,000 next week for Kill Taylor? Just come out hard?
Yeah, and just like be like, hey, whoever's on HWPO, just fucking pull up, see if you guys can handle the shit talk. Just prove Taylor wrong.
Wow.
Or,
holy fuck.
Can you handle the pressure, Taylor?
Yeah, I think I can handle the pressure.
The month of December brought to you by Paper Street Coffee, Kill Taylor.
So remember, go over to Instagram, subscribe to the Real Sevan podcast. They post the workouts there the day before. That is hosted on this YouTube channel. And I'm just going to leave you with this final clip.
Imagine being a competitor at this point, years down the line from HWPO's release, and being so fucking retarded you still follow it. Hey, if you think that you're going to semifinals or quarterfinals and you're on HWPO at this point, it's like getting fucking another set of boosters for the COVID vaccine. Like,
oh,
at this point,
that dense bitch.